Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to discuss the topic of how to buy a property in a competitive marketplace. This is a competitive market for the buyers, so it's a seller's market. This is what we've been seeing recently due to COVID. We've come back to a situation with a short supply of property. Now this can be challenging if you're in the market to buy, so I just wanted to go through some simple tips that should be able to help you meander through this process. The first one is register with all the estate agents. Might sound a silly idea, but in the modern world a lot of people seem to think that they don't need to register with the estate agents because everything's on the portals, which in reality most of the best properties have already been discussed with buyers prior to getting to the portals. So if you're registered with the estate agents and you create a relationship with the guys and girls who are selling the properties, then they are going to ring you invariably before they've hit the market. So before the board's gone up, before they've hit the portals, you'll get a phone call and hopefully you'll be one of the first in the door, and therefore if you do want to offer on that property, it may well be that you get ahead of the competition. So that's point one. Second point would be set up portal alerts, but don't be too specific. So when you look at Rightmove and Zoopla and Prime Location, for example, alerts, you can create your own profile so that when properties come to the market, they send you an email to alert you of that property. The mistake I think people sometimes make is they're too specific. So then a property that you might consider that maybe was a 3-bedroom, you could extend to a 4-bedroom, or it was half a mile extra to the school or whatever it might be, you miss because you've been too specific. So I think my advice on this one would be add an extra X miles and maybe don't have the bedroom criteria quite exactly as you think you'd want the property to be, because invariably you might find that a property that doesn't immediately suit the criteria works, and especially in a competitive property market that's even more the case, because obviously there's less supply of perhaps what you do actually want. So that would be point number 2. Point number 3 is join the Facebook groups within the area you're looking to move to. So you might already live there, or you might be relocating. Generally speaking, you'll find there'll be groups for the town and or the village, but then there'll be quite specific groups as well. So suburbs within the town, you'll tend to find there's groups that you can join. You can join on the basis of being a new resident to the area. Within these groups you might find that there's people looking to move, and off the back of that they might post on social media first before they contact an estate agent. Now it might be that you can be introduced to that property and then an estate agent can still manage that process if people are uncomfortable to do it privately, but it's another situation where you might be getting ahead of the competition. You might forge a relationship with someone, or you might find there's someone on there who is thinking of selling, they've had some valuations, and they put you in touch with their agent, or it could be a friend who spots it on social media and then tells their friend, this type of thing. So it's another thing of just casting the net as wide as you can. Then the fourth, I've got notes behind, which is why I'm just looking behind the camera. The fourth point was don't overanalyze the sold prices for the area you're looking in. So in a competitive market, it's quite easy to look at data for what properties have achieved in that road and feel it's an unfair price that you might be paying if it's over the odds, which invariably it will be compared to the sold data, because in a competitive market that's busy, the sold data is fundamentally irrelevant because the market's moving so quickly. So by the time it's published to land registry and then put onto the portals or wherever it may be published, it's so out of date that it's fundamentally irrelevant. So for you to use that data as a framework for what that property is worth in that current time that you're looking to offer, it's already out of date data. So you'll find someone else will be bidding a higher amount because that's where the market's sat at the current time. My argument with this one would be, assuming you've just sold in the same market, then you're in a position where you would have gained likely the same amount as the property you're looking to buy. So in relative terms, if you were to be fair and look at your own sale, you'd probably find you would have achieved a strong price on yours and stronger than the one that sold 6 months ago. If you're just entering into the market, then it's a bit more challenging because whether you choose this to be the right time to enter or not is always a bit of a flip of a coin, because the market could continue to keep rising for the next year or even the next several years, and you've got a conundrum. Do you continue to spend money on rent, or do you dip your toe in and sort of get on with buying a property and sort of see how it goes? It's not really a right or wrong answer on that one. I tend to find it's always better to be on the market than it's not. Again, if you overanalyze, I think you can lose out, but you know, it's like everything, there's always several stories depending on who you speak to. But like I say, the principle is, don't overanalyze, view it like it, buy it. If you like it and you can afford it, then buy the property if it suits your needs. That's my best advice I can give you. So that's just a quick rundown. It's only a handful of things, but I thought it would be helpful tips. So please do like, share and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do hope to be getting on to some more videos like this very shortly. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.